Hey everybody, we're back. Week 3, episode 5. Hope everyone's doing well out there. JT, how you doing?
Doing okay, Shawn. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Pretty good.
That's right. That's right. Um, yeah, just it's starting to feel like I'm getting into the swing of things. Starting to get into a groove, finding a routine, which sort of has been difficult to go from school, the routine we had while we were at school, and then going on spring break and sort of not having or having a completely different routine, and now um, developing a routine for something that I've never done before.
hmm
So that's been challenging, but um, I think, as you would agree, establishing good routines is really important. It helps you stay organized. It helps you stay um, or it keeps anxiety down,
hmm
and it helps yourself be predictable and carve out times to get everything done that you need to get done, and that usually starts the night before. A good day starts the night before by having a good night's sleep and getting into a good nighttime routine as well.
hmm Yeah, and one of the things I think is really important that I think we're probably spending a lot more time in our beds because we're at home and doing schoolwork, watching movies. It's really important that you get up and out of bed because one of the things I've noticed, and I think that happens to us sometimes, is that our brains start associating bed with being awake.
Mm-hmm.
And that actually really disrupts our ability to fall asleep and our sleep cycles. So if I could make one big recommendation is that you get out of bed, have a space that you're doing work, watching movies that's separate from your bed. So make
Mm-hmm.
sure you get up and get moving.
Yep. And although routines are a bunch of habits, there are other habits that don't have to necessarily be at the exact time every day. So things like getting outside, getting fresh air if you can, taking time off of screens, making sure you just sort of hitting those markers. Set aside enough time where you can, like I said, get some exercise, get some fresh air, um, those types of things. So.
Yep.
Just a little, friendly, helpful hints from the Shawn and JT show. But for now, I think I'm going to kick it over to JT for some weather info.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have some great guests coming up too. So be prepared for that. Uh,
Hmm.
before we get to our guest, Mr. Q, and maybe a well-known co-president of yours, um, Mr. McFadden. We have a field report about weather this time because the weather was actually a little different this past weekend.
It
Uh,
actually was for the first time.
for the first time in Ashburnham, we got some crazy weather this weekend. So we asked our field reporter to get out there and give us the lowdown. So we have a report from field reporter Mr. Branham.
Hello, Cushing Academy. It's Mr. Branham again, reporting from Adams Field. Thinking and wishing that it's baseball season, and yet here we are, April 18th, otherwise known in CVS, COVID Standard Time, as April 427th, and we got a fair bit of snow, which is nice in a way because typically I'm not able to do much sledding in the wintertime when we're supposed to get snow because of basketball. That's all right though. I love basketball. As a shout out to my thirds team, the best team on campus. And miss you all. Miss basketball. Certainly miss baseball. But anyways, I'm going to give you a snow report here from Mount Cushing. We're going to attempt to get to some runs in, thrash down the hill.
Wow, that was interesting, right?
It almost made you feel like what sort of wizardry was he using to change the weather like that? Because that can't be real.
Extreme. It's spring in New England. You got freezing snow one day and almost summertime the next day. But I'm not complaining.
No.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Let's try to keep it that way.
Let's try to keep. Thank you for that, Mr. Branham. We appreciate it as always. Great report.
Yeah, and we look forward to more field reports from him, hopefully.
Absolutely.
So we're going to bring on our guests now and play another round of a fun game that we've done before. Hey, welcome, guys.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Yep, thanks for being here. Welcome to the show.
Excited to be here with you guys.
Pumped. It's going to be fun.
Mr. McFadden, Mr. Q, what have you guys been up to the last few weeks?
Mr. Q, you start.
I have been surprising no one, drinking a lot of coffee and doing a lot of reading. So quarantine for me has been fairly kind. Missing Cushing a lot, missing seeing everyone's faces and being there in person, and just that personal connection is definitely something that I'm missing a lot of, but I'm finding solace in literature. Again, surprising nobody.
How about you, Charlie?
Well, for me, last few weeks, online school just started up, so I've been doing that. Hasn't been too bad. It's actually been kind of fun. I'm getting to see everybody, so that's been nice. And then besides that, hanging out with my family, my brother, my sister, and then my cousins as well. And then playing outside because it's been really nice. So we've been shooting hoops and getting some workouts in, playing lacrosse. So just making the most of it. Playing a ton of video games as well. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I play with with Luke, Matt, Braden, Doc. I'll play Call of Duty. It's pretty fun.
It's good that you're staying in touch with people, even though you're at a distance from all of them.
That's huge. That's huge. There's so many different ways to stay connected. Like there's so many different outlets.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Well, thank you both for joining us. We're going to play an exciting second round. We played this game already once with your co-president, Lucy. She wasn't super successful, I have to say, but she tried. She gave it her best effort. She's a winner. She's still a winner. Not the big winner, but she was a winner. And we thought it'd be great because you're an advisor and an advisee to compete against each other.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't know. Lucy did a really good job. I'm pretty nervous looking at some of those questions. So we'll see how we do.
So how the game's going to work is this. You'll see the question on the screen. I'll read it to you, and then there will be 4 choices. I'll read those choices, and then you can pick A, B, C, or D. And once you've made your decision, Mr. Price will roll tape, and we'll see what Mr. Bennett actually said.
So the game we're playing, Shawn, I don't even think we introduced it.
I believe we did not.
We did.
That is, what would Mr. Bennett say?
What would Mr. Bennett say? And actually, I have an update on this game. Unfortunately, this will be the last time we're able to play it on the show. Mr. Bennett is coming after me for royalties. And it's so this is the last time. We no longer have the rights to Mr. Bennett's show. So I'm sorry to say this will be the last time. So I'm glad you guys were able to get on for this last show.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is pretty clutch.
I know. Mr. Bennett wanted that money. So I'm going to share my screen with you all in a second so you can see the questions. Desktop. Here we go. Can you see my screen right now?
Yeah.
I can. Getting nervous.
All right. You should be. All right. So we're going to get started here.
Do you think you can make it full screen?
I can't because I have a split screen for Mr. Bennett when he gives his answer.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm going to read the question, though. Don't worry.
Okay. I can.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
The question is, what should I do if my family members aren't cleaning or bussing their dishes off the table after dinner? Did Mr. Bennett say, A, just boycott dinner, B, charge them a small fee for your cleaning services and make some money, C, pull the tablecloth out from under the dishes, or D, politely request that they improve their behavior?
Mr. Q, you first.
I'm torn between B and D, but I'm gonna lean into Mr. Bennett's wit and go with the B. Charge them a small fee.
Okay, Mr.
Okay. Charlie, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to go with A. He does make a lot of those those funny announcements during assembly, so
So just
I
boycott.
wouldn't be surprised. Would he just completely boycott dinner?
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what he said.
Pull the tablecloth out from under the dishes.
Ah!
Oh,
Sorry, boys.
Mr. Bennett stumps again. He's 5 for 5.
This is Mr. Bennett. He's so unpredictable.
I know.
He's
Yeah.
so unpredictable.
All right, go for one, each of you.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. Question 2. How should I finish my detention or restitution hours?
Oh, gosh.
So if you were to ask Mr. Bennett this, did he say to you in return, hard labor, A. B, you should take your weekends, your hours, and sit in one place and do your work. C, I have a few projects I can send you. Or D, stare at a wall.
Mr. Q, go.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna stick with B on this one.
Okay.
I'm going with D.
D, stare at a wall. Okay.
Oh,
Interesting. All right, Mr. Bennett.
I think you should take your weekends, and I think you should take a certain number of hours, and you should.
oh.
Yes.
Finally, somebody got one right. Well done.
Mr. Q, 1 point. All right.
Don't worry, Charlie. There's still 3 more questions. You get
All
time.
right, give me the comeback.
You can make a comeback.
I was really thinking it was C, so. Okay. Number 3, Mr. Bennett, who is your favorite character on Tiger King? Did he say A, Simba, B, Carol Baskin did it, C, the king himself, Joe Exotic, or D, I don't know yet?
Mr. Q?
Ooh, this is a tough one.
Have you guys been watching the show? Did you watch it?
I
I,
haven't seen it.
I have been watching the show. I am ashamed to say,
Fascinating.
but I can't pass up a cultural moment. So here we are. I'm gonna say D because I don't know that Mr. Bennett is watching the show,
Okay.
but that means he probably is.
Charlie has not been watching the show, so
I'm gonna say he has been because we're also in quarantine, and I know he's got a lot of things going on. But I'm gonna say C.
C, Joe Exotic. Okay. Let's see, Mr. Bennett.
Do your work. Having not watched it, I don't know yet.
Oh, D.
Oh yes.
wow, Mr. Q, up 2-0.
I thought he was going to say Simba. Thinking maybe
I was
he had,
thinking that back in my mind.
he had misheard you, but no.
I love The Lion King, so that's why I had to add Simba in there.
I really wanted him to say B, Carol Baskin, but
Charlie, you're not missing anything by not watching that show, by the way, so don't feel
Just
like
been hearing it like from everyone on social media.
Yeah, it's just the
I might watch it soon, but I don't know. We'll see.
nah, you're good. You don't need to, but feel free if you want.
I mean, you don't need to.
Number 4.
Okay, what is the best quarantine snack, Mr. Bennett? Did he say A, Cheetos, B, pickle juice, C, soft serve ice cream, I got Brock to install one at my house, or D, I don't snack?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna need to make a comeback here. You're down 2-0. There's still a chance.
This is a tough one. I'm gonna say C, soft serve ice cream.
No. Okay, I'm gonna go with A. There's no way.
You can pick the same answer if you want.
I know, but
Okay. So A, okay, Mr. Bennett, so what say you?
Cheetos.
Ah!
Charlie
Gets on the board.
gets on the board.
This is coming down to the wire.
This
Way
is
to go, Chuck.
Cheetos. Cheetos.
Okay, number 5. Mr. Bennett, if a vampire bites a zombie, does the zombie become a vampire or does the vampire become a zombie? Did he say A? Nope, I don't believe in any of this. B, unfortunately, I think they both explode. C, garlic is delicious. Or D, all three, I guess? Is that what you meant by that, John?
D, both.
Both. Both which ones?
D, both.
Oh,
He
I see.
becomes a vampire. There's
Gotcha.
D, both. I don't know. These aren't my answers.
Right.
I've
The
just.
way you're phrasing that, Mr. Price, makes it seem like D is the answer. So I'm going to go with D. But I was really tempted to say A, but I'm going to go with D.
No, go with your gut. Go with your gut.
I'm gonna have to go
He
with
says A. Oh, and Charlie said D?
Yeah, D as well.
Yeah,
Mr. Q, you're going with D also?
I'm going with D.
Okay. Here we go, Mr. Bennett.
Both.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for that one.
Good intuition check.
Great intuition by you.
So,
You know, this game, I'm challenging this game right now. Mr. Gebhardt kind of really kind of put that out there and questioning.
I thought that was going to throw them. I thought that was going to reversely throw them off the trail.
Ah,
So
you're dealing with two pretty smart guys over here.
now I know. Now I know.
I do have to say, though, whichever one of you is writing these questions, they are exceptionally good because I can hear Mr. Bennett's voice saying virtually.
Yeah, I hear that too.
So that trick that I try to use, it's not working for me.
Yeah. Well, we can give Mr. Price some props for that.
So also want to give props to Mr. Branham and Mr. Doyon too, who I think
Right. Yep.
might be joining us at the end of this show later on.
Yep. He is.
Very nice.
If we have time left for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, they wrote the questions. I wrote a lot of the answers, except for the Mr. Bennett ones. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. All right. Well, thank you guys for playing. It was fun.
Any
for having us.
any parting words for the Cushing community? Anything you want to say? Shout outs or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll give some shout outs. First, I just want to shout out my roommate, Luke Kowalka. Miss him. Play Xbox with him every day. Still miss him. And then the rest of Ash. It was a lot of fun. Donnie and the Fitorics. And then Mr. O, of course. It was a lot of fun being there. I miss you all. And the Cushing community as well. It's weird not being there, but I mean, we're all in this together. Like, we can find each other on social media and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Mr. Q?
Yeah. Shout out to the guys in Price. I'm missing the home that we created together and being with all of you. I'm seeing my students a lot, but I miss being with you in person and obviously seeing all the people I don't get to see. I appreciate everybody staying safe and making great decisions so that we can get together again soon and know that at some point this will just be a very weird memory.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Everyone out there appreciates it as well. So I will see you guys later. Take care.
Be safe, guys. Good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. Well, that was amazing.
That was fun. Good to see them.
Yep. And you know, they started off slow, but they I mean, a 3-2 score in 5 questions, pretty impressive.
They picked it up.
Yep.
Both winners, just like Lucy was.
Yes, that's right. So yeah, just unbelievable. You know, that they did take a little while to you know, get through those questions, but you know, it is what it is. Unfortunately, we have run out of time. Mr. Doyle, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to bump you again. But you know, come back on, please. It's not personal by any means.
Not personal at all. No. We really do want to have you on maybe next show. You know.
Yeah. Let's try.
At the top of the list, and hopefully get him on next time.
Yeah.
Of note, before we go, I just want to reiterate, both Connors boys are doing okay after our last show. There was, a little bit of incident. If you don't know what we're talking about, check it out. But they're okay. They're doing fine.
Yep. Go back and watch episode 4, and you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah. But maybe Mr. John next time. We'll see.
Yep. All right, everybody out there in Cushing land, we will see you again later on this week. Have a great Tuesday.
Have a good day. Bye.